Many people throughout history have been drawn to the idea of reversing aging, with reference to this being found in anywhere from literature, folklore, and religious texts from around the world. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at what aging is, what scientists are doing to target the process, and what recent research suggests, as we ask the rather optimistic question, could people alive today actually reach the age of 200? Stay put as we dive into what longevity and reverse aging research tells us. But before stepping into this in detail, it's essential to first understand what aging is. So, what is aging? Aging is a natural and complex process that affects everyone differently. It's a gradual decline in various physiological functions that occur over time, leading to an increased risk of various diseases and health conditions. The aging process can be influenced by a variety of factors, including genetics, lifestyle, and environmental factors. As we age, various changes take place within our body that contribute to an increased risk of age-related diseases. Our immune system, for instance, becomes less effective, making us more susceptible to infections and other diseases. Our cells gradually accumulate damage from exposure to toxins, free radicals, and other environmental factors, leading to a decline in cellular function and increased risk of mutations that can cause cancer. As we age, our body's ability to repair itself diminishes, which can lead to the development of chronic health conditions such as arthritis, diabetes, and heart disease. Our brain function also declines with age, resulting in a higher risk of cognitive impairment, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease. To combat these processes, doctors and scientists working in the field of longevity seek to identify the strongest indicator of general aging and deteriorating health. One approach is through medications known as senolytics. These medications eliminate unhealthy, poisonous, and malfunctioning cells, leaving only fresh, young, and functional cells behind. Senescent cells, or undead cells, are cells that persist and emit poisonous chemicals, damaging neighboring cells. Senolytic drugs aim to get rid of these cells. Throughout their existence, your cells continuously divide and procreate to make fresh, wholesome cells. Once this process takes place, they die. However, some cells don't degrade as they ought to, even when they've ceased to divide, like that one black sheep which ruins the entire flock. These dead cells, known as senescent cells, persist and emit poisonous chemicals, damaging neighboring cells. Senescent cells amass as you age because your body is less effective at getting rid of them, especially in areas where macular degeneration is persistent. Unity Biotechnology is conducting clinical trials for age-related macular degeneration and diabetic macular edema with its senolytic drug UBX1325. These conditions cause retinal damage that can lead to visual impairment. Initial research on patients with DME participating in the trial showed that the medication seems to remove senescent cells from the eye, allowing healthy cells to regenerate and improve the retinal part of the eye, resulting in restored eyesight. Unity CEO Anirvan Ghosh reported that patients experienced significant gains in vision and improvements in retinal structure after 24 weeks of treatment. Although restoring eyesight is an exceptional outcome, Unity's ultimate goal is to develop a medication that eliminates all senescent cells, not just those that cause a specific disease, and another drug that has a similar effect on other progressive conditions. Critical alterations also occur on the DNA surface as zombie cells accumulate and cause havoc in the aging organism. The layout of proteins and molecules on top of your body's genetic makeup is called the epigenome. Your environment, actions, and exposures throughout your lifespan impact these changes over time. Examples of this include secondhand smoking, diet, exercise, trauma, and pollution. Even though your DNA may be unaffected, they alter how your DNA behaves. At some point in life, perfectly functioning genes may slow down, accelerate, turn off, or otherwise act erratically. Any imbalance may result in disease or symptoms of old age. The study of human aging has long relied on first-hand observations, making research a slow process due to how long a human lives. Fortunately, recent advances in big data and artificial intelligence have allowed researchers to gain a better understanding of the aging process. Researchers have traditionally focused on DNA abnormalities as the cause for cell senescence, which can lead to cell death and ultimately contribute to aging. However, evidence suggests that older people's cells are not necessarily riddled with mutations, and animals with higher levels of mutant cells do not necessarily age more quickly. A recent study, which was posted on the bioRxiv preprint server and is still undergoing peer review, examines the concept of resilience as a critical aspect of aging. According to the study's lead author, Peter Fedoshev, loss of resilience increases exponentially and doubles every 8 years, at the same rate as the mortality rate. Once resilience is lost, a person typically only has a few years of life left. Fedoshev believes that an irreversible thermodynamic process causes the loss of resilience, which he refers to as a thermodynamic biological age, or TBA. The study suggests that TBA causes the linear and irreversible drift of physiological state variables, reduces resilience, and drives the exponential acceleration of chronic disease incidence and death risks. Despite the study's theoretical suggestion that human aging could be slowed or even stopped, the authors conclude that reversing a person's age is currently biologically impractical. However, the study's findings may contribute to the development of therapies that extend lifespan or improve health in old age. David Sinclair, PhD, a professor of molecular genetics at Harvard Medical School, is leading Tally Health, which has already started providing epigenetic aging strategies directly to consumers. The business offers a cheek swab test that calculates a person's biological age instead of chronological age based on their epigenetics. Biological age is a much better representation of health status than birthday candles, Sinclair says. He further mentions that the number of candles cannot reveal how healthy a person has been living, nor can it predict how long they will live. Because, as Sinclair notes, your biological clock is not unidirectional. Tally Health develops customized suggestions based on customers' ages regarding how these suggestions might help in de-aging. Sinclair and his colleagues have demonstrated that epigenetic alterations can be reversed in the eyes of blind mice. In their experiment, the researchers crushed the optic nerves of the mice to render them blind, which caused similar epigenetic changes as those that occurred with aging or severe eye injury. The researchers then administered a treatment to the neurons that they believed could rewire the behavior of genes, making them behave like they did when the mice were younger. The treatment saved retinal cells, prevented age-related epigenetic changes in the eyes, and promoted the regeneration of neurons. Similar age-related epigenetic changes were reversed in renal and muscle tissue. Other researchers have used this method to increase the average lifespan of mice. Sinclair plans to publish his study's findings in a few months, which evaluates the effectiveness of the treatment in primates. According to researchers, an anti-aging prescription medicine will eventually be developed, regardless of the method. This medicine would be expected to improve and lengthen the lives of older individuals and those who suffer from chronic illnesses. If everyone experiences extended healthy years of life, it'll have significant implications, as economist Andrew Scott estimates a one-year gain in life expectancy due to a reduction in aging would be worth $38 trillion, while an increase over 10 years would be worth $367 trillion. The potential benefits of a longer lifespan are immense, as we can spend more time participating in society, traveling, and living life, rather than being sick and hospitalized. Although nature imposes significant barriers, technology and human knowledge are progressing towards unlocking the door of reverse aging, and there's hope for eventual success. So where does that put us when it comes to the prospect of living to be 200 years? While it's difficult to predict the future, it's possible that people alive today could live to see the age of 200 or beyond if significant breakthroughs are made in anti-aging research and medicine. However, more research is needed to fully understand the limits of human longevity and the potential consequences of a longer lifespan. Even though certain researchers are convinced that major breakthroughs are right around the corner, it's probably best to maintain realistic expectations, but still hope for the best. If you enjoyed this video, then we recommend you stay right here on this channel and check out some of our other videos. And also be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to Future Tech Enthusiast for more exciting videos in the future. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon to make sure you get notified whenever we release new videos. See you next time.